Right, everybody. Welcome to the Gaming and Esports Center here at the Shine Student Center. My name is Joey Gariziak. I'm the Executive Director of Esports here at Syracuse, and I just want to welcome you into this bright and exciting space. Whether it's your first time, your 1,000th time, doesn't matter. It's always exciting to be in this new space that we have built just in the past couple of months to be something that's a showcase piece here at Syracuse University. And I'm really excited. I'm able to kind of launch this really special event, the first of its kind event that we've had in this space as an Alumni Rocket League exhibition that we have. Because the esports program hasn't been around that long, but we've already got some alums that are working in the industries, that have graduated from the university, and we're able to bring them back to be able to play against our current team. So please give it up for our alums, our Rocket League alumni that are here visiting us on this side of the stage, Team Blue. And I guess you can give our current Rocket League team a round of applause. These are our current Rocket League players that we have here competing at a Division I level. Team Orange Rocket League. You can feel the love. Feel the love. No, but thank you all for being here. Also, it's not just this Alumni Rocket League match that we're going to have tonight. Tonight at 7 o'clock, our friends from RIT are coming to visit us to play some Counter-Strike against our varsity Counter-Strike team. So stick around for that match at 7 o'clock as well from this space. Really exciting stuff going on today, but I don't want to go any further. I just wanted to give a quick welcome. So for now, I'm going to throw it to our casting booth and let Carson take it away.
Hello and welcome back to those of you on the stream. We're live from the booth once again here in upstate New York. I'm Carson Cash, joined with Jack Elliott, my roommate actually. But yeah, we've got plenty of fun matches today. It's a best of 7 here for Rocket League. It's the alumni and the current players. Without further ado, that's just kind of how that's the whole event today, just for fun. Best of 7. Jack, how are you?
Fantastic. I love some fun Friday Rocket League. Never better. I think everybody loves some fun Friday Rocket League. Really excited to see the alums take on the current Rocket League team.
Yeah, this is an alumni team that won the school's first ACAC championship, among other things. We'll get into that later. But this school, it's really cool to see this program develop. Obviously, Joey mentioned it on stage a little bit earlier, but obviously you have the Shine Gaming and Esports Center, a space developing currently, as well as the old space in Barnes. But it's a super cool opportunity, and I'm really glad that we have this kind of space. It's something that is very unique to where we are, as I call it, the crown jewel of collegiate esports here in upstate New York.
Yeah, I think it's just such a testament to how far we've come as a program in the past couple years. You know, these guys all graduated 2024 before we were even at the school. And now, you know, we've got this huge facility. We've got this really competitive team, and it's really cool to see the progression, and I'm really excited to see how they stack up against each other.
Yeah, taking a look back there, they look very excited for this one. Obviously, old jerseys versus new jerseys. It's going to be a pretty fun one. But besides that, I don't really have anything else to say other than your predictions. What do you think? Where do we think the score is going to be?
I think that the old dogs may sneak a couple punches in there. I'm going to go a 4-1 win for the new kids, but I think that every game is going to be close.
I think that's fair. I'm going to go with a 4-2. Obviously, our lineup for that alumni squad is going to be Steven Axelson, as otherwise known as No This Is Patrick, Daniel Gavolando, Gavilon, and as well as Mason Star One Fryer.
Fun little lineup. You know, they all graduated, as I said, in 2024, and they're all doing things. Now they all have careers, which is crazy because we'll have to have careers in a couple of years.
Yeah, terrifying.
Really scary. Mason is working in Albany as a utility analyst, and you know he'd like to be known on the record as the best keyboard player ever at SU.
One of one, I think, would be one of those situations there. There's no better card. In terms, if you have a 1 of 1, you have the only card. So, you know what? We'll give credit where credit's due. Keyboard on Rocket League is kind of like trying to use a key to diffuse really anything. Diffuse a situation.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. It's a different tool that most people don't use. A keyboard for Rocket League. Steven, on the other hand, lives in Connecticut, and you know what he does, Carson? This is really, really cool. He works building nuclear submarines for the Navy. Yeah,
I mean that is a testament to the school where your education can get you if you stay on track and stay on. But I mean it requires teamwork, for lack of a better term, and you know what? Teamwork it is here. They're going to display it for us. This team has gone to CCC a few times, has gone down to South to Myrtle Beach a few times. They're a very competitive team. They're a very competitive roster. Finished better than this Rocket League team has ever finished, obviously because they have yet to finish anywhere. It's a new team, of course, so kind of tough to measure the statistics here because it's a different scene of collegiate Rocket League now. It's a lot more pro-centered, and we've got our fly-through here of Champs Field. Blue versus red. Your blue will be the Alumni. Red, or orange, wow.
Red, we are definitely not a red school.
We know, the current players now. That current squad right now playing in the Valor Esports Conference among other fields. They're currently 4th right now, 2-2, as we jump right in here to Champs Field. Immediately off the kickoff, here's the one for Mason, star 1 on the front. Lesser has to go back right in front and cut off a goal. Back off that right side, it's going to come off the front. Gababy out of their defensive end. Shot kind of tipped into the air. Tiz puts it away. Patrick gets demo, excuse me. Gababy and Lesser both get a demos. It's 3-on-1. Odd rush into the other side. The respawns help that blue Alumni squad out. Gababy tosses it over that left side, and Lesser going to push it in the offensive zone. No one to beat. Tiz squeezes it back to make sure no blue gets it, and they're going to reset once more.
I'm impressed so far by the tenacity of that blue squad. You know, there's a lot of pedigree on the squad from the current players, but this blue squad is, you know, taking it to them so far.
Physical game so far, 3 demos within the first 40 seconds. As that one shot into the other end, Mason Star off the wall, Gavilon pushing it forward, trying to get this ball into the air. Reach it in the air with Tiz as they push it back to that left side. Star nearly gets it, tipped it away as Gababy makes sure they move. Patrick in that other end, or not Patrick, excuse me, in that one side. Lesser tries to rebound score, but won't get it off the ground. One more time, Mason star 1 in that other end, trying to tip it away. They pinch it successfully. Gavilon pinches it over to that left side. Gababy collects. One more towards the middle as Star for the Alumni pushes it for the goal. Lesser's there to collect, though. Star gets a credited shot on goal, but it won't be much of anything. Lesser juggles in the air over to Gavilon, and not Patrick. Tips it away. No, they don't. Mason star 1 forced to after Patrick misses.
You know, the rotations for both teams have been pretty solid thus far. If you're new here, rotation, you know, you don't watch a lot of Rocket League. Great save there from Lesser. Wow. A rotation is, you know, how you regain boost, how you get back on defense. You're always trying to back up your teammates, make sure that there aren't any open shots on net.
Rotating triangle, they push it wide. Alumni moving forward in that blue color. As that left off the wall, Gavilon once more pushing it towards that middle side as Lesser will intercept in the middle. Star 1 for the Alumni team moving forward into the air. They both kind of get pinched in the air and just forced to wait and float. Patrick off the wall, makes one miss, but Tiz is there to collect and get that save. Lesser off the wall puts it towards the Alumni side. There's Gavilon with a good pinch towards that right side. One more there off the edge, one more off the wall. Alumni have themselves a little bit in business here. Patrick pushes into the offensive zone. That's a good pinch. Goes the way of the Alumni. Not much they can do. Tiz, one to beat. Gavilon, other end. Good stuff in front. Patrick moving away, trying to get it away from Gababy. They can't in time. Lesser off the wall, trying to get a rebound. But this Alumni defense has been nothing but stout. Patrick, not Patrick in front. One more off the wall. Lesser misses. That's a critical miss in the orange. Of the modern day can't go up just yet, as again they're put wide. Mason star 1 with more stalwart defense. Oh, off the post! One more shot though, and Gababy on the rebound. 1-0 current. As boy, that's a slow start for a team that's supposedly real good at offense, boys. What's going on over there?
Yeah, Lesser immediately quick to hop in the chat and start emoting. A couple what a saves, but really, it was quite a few great saves in a row. Denied the current orange for so long. Almost 3 minutes, Carson.
Patrick has an opportunity in front as Tiz puts it away to the right side. Offense still a little slow for this current team. One more time. Lesser off the wall. Gababy. It's a double commit. Could be an opportunity for the Alumni as Patrick pushes it forward off that wall. One more time is Lesser. He gets tipped a little bit away, but still has enough boost to readjust. Once more in front. Lesser, no boost in the middle of the field. Patrick takes it away, puts it back towards the top. Gavilon, the only one that can reach it with their current boost. In front, there's 2. It's a double commit with Gababy. Doesn't waste any boost. Tiz puts it forward. Offensive shot, right side, but not Patrick. Puts it wide to the left. Once more again, Mason star 1 in that back corner, just trying to find a way to put it together with that Alumni squad. And there's a demo on Gavilon, but luckily there's 2 there, so Patrick can still move as he makes 2 miss. Once more off the wall. Gababy, long shot, tipped away wide. Star puts it towards that right side. Once more, Tiz trying to put it forward. It's off that wall. Good offensive chance for that current squad. Moving in the air as Patrick puts it towards Lesser. Off that wall, Gababy has to tip it away, though, as Gavilon going after it gets bumped out of the way.
Yeah, there's just nobody there to kind of take it There was an opportunity. There were a couple double commits from the current squad. There was an opportunity from the alums to get in there, get a good couple good shots on target, but the rotations were unfortunately really, really stout from the current squad.
And they've got the rotations now that have been struggling and kind of putting it together here. 40 seconds remain. Regular orange of Current up 1. Orange of the Alumni down 1-0. They have an offensive chance, puts it forward, but Lesser with good defense keeps it away. One more time, other end, Lesser tips it back. They're playing volleyball. Tiz off the wall. Tiz scores! A Lesser assist, and the orange of today are up 2-0.
Yeah, that's just good solid play from Syracuse, from the current squad. Good boost management, and just put good passing too. Put Tiz in the position to finish. Really slam that one home.
All smiles everywhere, which is what you're hoping for. Ball put to the left side. Lesser collects, and will give it over to Mason Star 1 unintentionally. Back in front, not Patrick. He's able to put it wide. Has been a great net so far. Bit of the defensive player. Off the wall, not Patrick is going to try and go after it, but it's Lesser's there first with more boost. In front, it's 3-0. Another score for Tiz as everybody's collecting goals here.
There's a little through ball there to Tiz by Lesser. You'll see it right there. Just found him right on the front of his car. Inch perfect pass. That one feels like the dagger.
Yeah, members of quote-unquote Passion University putting it together on the assist front. 1-5 in front. Face-off goes the way of that Alumni squad trying to go forward. Lesser misses. What a job, but there's 2 more there to defend. One more, Mason Star 1 trying to put it forward towards net. Into the air. 2 seconds and 1. No comeback possible for the Alumni as that one touches the ground. Good defense from them to prevent a fora. What a good start for the current squad. As, boy, that was a tough one for the Alumni.
That was exciting. I like how they've all got the 6-7 nameplate now.
Oh. Is that in the game?
Yeah.
Is that just a thing now?
I guess so. I guess so. But it was a good start for the current squad. But quite frankly, I was really impressed with what I saw from the alums as well. They played really solid defense for most of the match. Just a couple chances that slipped by them. I want to see, a little bit more bite on the offensive end. But it was a really good start on everywhere around.
Take a little look at the replays, as it was just more defense than offense there until that last 2 minutes, where the Orange found their first goal in the form of a Gababy putback off that left post. It was a bit of a struggle for the Orange to find their offense in gear, but the Blue squad, the Alumni, found themselves with good defense, kind of slipped towards the end in that last 30 seconds as they had to get more aggressive to try and find a win, but weren't able to do it. It's going to be a 3-0-1-0 right now for that away, or home squad, excuse me. Home squad? I keep, forgetting the names in my head just because it's
right.
Getting lost in my mind because they're both the Syracuse Orange.
And they're both the home squad, technically.
Passion University is up 1-0.
Passion University. What is that?
Playing the game a lot.
Oh.
They're playing the game a lot.
Sure. Yeah, they do. They do play the game a lot. They get to play every week every day, really, for multiple hours.
Yes, I mean, they are specifically taking the practice in their own hands and playing an extreme amount. Passion University, you can see it on Twitter. They talk about it. It's a Twitter plug, I guess X plug, excuse me. Offense going once again.
Hey, we're going to get into things now. Mason Star trying to find a way through. Gavilan's going to hit it into the corner, tip it back into the center, but Gababy is there to clear. Patrick's going to try and collect. Tiz waits on it. Mason Star sends it back forward now for the alums. This is the second try. Gavilan's there to collect, though, and Patrick's going to get a shot on net. No luck. Tiz is going to have to bat it away. Gavilan went in for a second attempt, but no good. Now we're going to have to recollect. Mason hits it back to Gavilan.
Yes, that is Lightning McQueen you are seeing on your screen, by the way, folks. Gavilan of the old guard helping push this offense forward.
Patrick going to try and collect and get a centering pass. Gets one there, but Tiz is where he needs to be to collect. Gavilan, another centering pass. Lesser is now going to collect. Patrick hits it into his own corner, the blue corner, the Alumni corner. And no boost, going to try and create a little something, but Tiz, who has a full tank of it, gets there first. Now Lesser into the blue end, but Mason Star is there to clear away. Gets it past Lesser, hits off the back wall. Gababy right where he needs to be, as he always is. Gababy now hits it forward to Tiz. No luck for either of them, and Gavilan can collect and clear.
Pretty fancy bounce goal off that bottom side there. Was going for a bottom, top, bottom once again, but it didn't go for that way. Gavilan knows all of the capitals in the world. You could name any country, could get them. Trying to go post to post here.
Mason Star going to have to clear a nice Tiz shot. Tiz is going to get back on it there, though. Lesser, a shot on net, and a great save from Mason Star denies him there. Tiz, right where he needs to be, a good rotation. Goes for the backboard putback, but no luck up to Mason Star. But taken again by Lesser. Lesser's going to try and get a pass into the center. Rotates back out to Gababy. Gababy has a full tank of boost to work with here. Patrick making life difficult for him there on the side. Lesser has another opportunity off the side here, but Patrick passes it into Gavilan. Shot is denied by Tiz. Looked like it was hopping off the backboard, and Tiz will clear. Tiz and Gababy with a 2-on-1 here, but great defense from Patrick to stop it there.
Been really good rotations for that Alumni squad. You're talking about how conservative they've been, and just really that's why the score has been even for so long. The defense has been great, and they have another offensive chance in front as Gavilan is pushed away by Gababy. They're going once again on that defensive side where they've been just excellent so far. No real double commits, just keeping it all together.
Tapped down by Tiz off the backboard, and just a little defensive lapse, and that'll get the first goal for your current Syracuse Orange.
Yeah, and there's sometimes when you are playing the game very well, your rotations are stalwart, but that guy just did something crazy.
And you can only rotate for so long, Carson. You start to wear down the boost. That becomes really difficult. Already back in the Alumni end. Gavilan's going to have to get up and clear that one off the wall, but Gababy is there. Patrick collects at midfield, tries to push forward, wins the 50. Gababy once again where he needs to be, finds Lesser with a good pass, but off the post. Tiz off the crossbar. That's not going to go, but Tiz again. There's another goal for the Syracuse Alumni.
Good try from Gababy, goes right off that top end there. You hear the ding, that's a fun thing they added. I'm really glad about that as Tiz gets a second chance at it, and the second goal, fourth of the series for the Orange. Fifth of the Orange?
Fifth for the current Syracuse squad. Gababy, a good face-off win on the second try. Tossed into Tiz in the middle and just fired wide. Patrick now going to have to collect off the post. Gavilan going to hit it forward. Lesser able to send it far, far up the right side for Gababy. Lesser collects in the air, hits it back towards his center post. A centering pass for Gavilan, really, for the opposite team. Now Patrick collects, though, after the missed attempt from Gavilan. Sends it into the center. Nobody there, and Lesser has it on the left wall. Going to take it and send it up now. Tries to dribble by Gavilan in the air, but Mason's going to get back to it. An open net here and a really easy shot attempt, but oh, just stuffed at the post. Really nice save there. Made sure nothing was going to happen. Mason collects, sends it off that back post, trying to find a little something. Gavilan doesn't have any boost, and so it's going to be another petered out attack for the Alumnus.
Off the wall, and you're talking a lot about that guy. That save right there was more in the just a difficult angle. Tried to get it off the wall. There was somebody in the way. Gavilan with another chance in front, but that offense really struggles. Not able to get as many chances as the newer side, the current side's offense. Offensive introduction has been really good, so they're just staying out of the offensive end for a while and can't get too many chances.
Now Patrick trying to hit it forward, trying to find that centering ball. Get himself a goal and flicks it up and over and into the top right corner. A beautiful little chip goal for Patrick, and the deficit is cut in half.
That's some style. You like to see that. Taps it up, gets over Tiz and Gababy, and there's nothing they can do but watch it go top right. Season 19 legendary baller.
You can see him there. They're kind of chatting back and forth. You saw Gababy shooting a couple looks across the way to the Alumnus. Into the Alumnus end now with Lesser. Trying to find a ball to Tiz. Tiz taps it forward, but Gababy was not in the right spot. Couldn't get the end product. Gababy now wins a 50, but doesn't have any boost to do anything with it. Patrick sends it forward. A missed commit by Tiz. Mason hits it forward. Gababy just able to clear it wide. There's 3 seconds left now. If you can keep it in the air, you've got as much time as you want, though. Tiz hits it forward towards the Alumni goal to Mason Star. Mason Star clicks it up to Gavilan. Gavilan finds Mason Star. A pass to Patrick, but it just falls to the ground. Really good effort there at the end, but it was to no avail. And the Syracuse current roster takes game 2. And it's 2-0.
That's a surefire goal without Lesser on that top end, and a good start for the Alumni. Their first goal, I guess the 6th total goal for everyone, but it's going to be hard to count that because the Orange are always scoring. That's always a good thing. You love to see the Orange score. There's certain sports where we don't see that anymore. on that right side.
What are you referring to, Carson?
Oh, nothing. Oh, nothing. My sorrowful teams. I want them to do well so badly. I'm such a big fan. Anyway, speaking of big fans, I'm a big fan of this team. A big credit to Tiz, who's been great on that finishing end, finding opportunities where their teammates cannot. Off the wall, it's a double right off that rebound score, and you like to see things like that. It's a sign of where this team is going now in the future. They have been really technical, found ways to score, always on that second opportunity shots. It's so important in Rocket League to find those second opportunities. You're never going to really score on your first one. You very rarely do. And the best shots, the best players are the ones that can do anything with anything.
Yeah, you got to give credit to this current Rocket League team. Each of them does something a little different, Lesser is very, he knows how to use his boost in the air. He's been described by program director Joey Gariziak as a maverick. Gababy, he's the engine of this team, the captain, the emotional leader, and, just a great technical player. And then Tiz he can do just a bit of anything. He's such a glue guy. That's something that they described him as before the season. Really just a fun team to watch. You should tune in every Monday for PEC Rocket League action. It's a ton of fun. Well, we're going to get into Game 3 now, Carson.
Yeah, we're going to jump right into it here as we jump into the face-off. Oh, nope, just kidding. Everybody left as we are left abandoned here. Our camera with nothing much there other than the alone timer. That was very
eggs.
Very sad.
We can look at the eggs.
The eggs. That's true.
I love the Rocket League eggs.
Those are for the uninitiated. Those are the fans, quote unquote. The eggs are the little guys in the N-Champs field that you see around. Can you imagine going to a Rocket League game? What do you think the concessions are like at Rocket League?
Probably traditional things. Nothing made with egg, of course. That would be a bit, you don't want to see anything like that.
Fried egg, my favorite thing to get at the Dome. Big fried egg.
Imagine.
That would be.
What about a fried egg
that'd be great for like a 12 p.m. game.
Or like on a dome dog? Fried egg on a dome dog?
That would change lives at 12
That would change my life.
That would change my life.
That would change my life in a big way,
that
Carson.
That really would. I'm a big fried egg guy. I have it at Core Life in the Shine
That's true.
Student Center.
You're right.
Right next to the Shine Gaming and Esports Center. Plug. Come out here if you're a student. It's really fun. You've got plenty of PCs and setups to go around, plenty of games to play, just about anything you can think of or download temporarily while you have your 3 hours of time on the machines. But it's a very fun atmosphere around here. It's really cool. I love this space. We can't praise it enough. It's just always got something to do, somewhere to be. You got pinball, you got Mortal Kombat on the machines in the back. But as we jump into this next game here, it's going to be a lot of fun. You can imagine the alumni are getting a little bit used to it once again. The dust coming off of the old rusty sticks there. Gababy demolishes Gavilan on the other end as Lester gets a shot on, but it's put wide. Tiz putting it forward, back in front. Nobody there to collect as that alumni squad pushes it wide. Gavilan moving it forward. Lesser intercepts in the middle, off the wall. Tiz looking for another goal, but Gavilan's gotten used to it. However, it's an own goal. Goes off another player. Patrick tries to dodge it, and it's just going to be another goal for Tiz, who now has 5. You see right there as it's... No, it's Gababy who puts it back in. I had to imagine Patrick hit it.
And Tiz got the final touch. Gababy's probably poking his teammates saying, hey, that was mine. I think you just got a little lucky there.
I mean, that's a rough one right there. It's another Gababy stolen goal. You don't see those that often. They're not classic. I just said that. Anyway.
Another Gababy stolen goal. What are you talking about?
Hey, man, I'm cooking. Mason Star 1 pushes it out to that left side off the wall as Lesser trying to freestyle in the middle. Misplays that, as Gababy has to just be forced to tap it away towards the middle and delay a little bit for the team to rotate back. Star 1 puts it back towards the air, watches as Patrick taps it in the middle. Offensive opportunity. Gavilan pushing forward, going to go off the wall. Gavilan has a centering pass, but Star 1 can't put it in forward as Lesser puts it wide.
Just a great, I like that double tap off that backboard. That's a move that works pretty reliably. Just couldn't quite find the angle, but if you keep creating chances like that, which you will here, a good save from Gababy, you will find goals eventually.
Absolutely nobody left on that other end. Talk a little bit about this alumni squad and what they've done. They placed top 12 in CECC a year. I mean, they are a very talented squad with a lot of origins in this game, a lot of origins and success in this game. So it's cool to see them play, and especially that our current team playing very well against them. It's a fun thing to see where this program is headed in terms of skill and talent, and a credit to the old guard for how good they were. They are still quite good as they are taking a team that might arguably be top 10 in the nation right now and really giving them some struggles. With credit to this alumni defense, it's been just nothing but stone. One more Patrick in that right side. It's a double miss, and Patrick scores, evens it early, 3 minutes. And a very good start there. They needed that one early.
And it just seemed like Lesser couldn't quite. He wasn't prepared for the shot there from Patrick, and just floats right by him. Gababy couldn't find it either.
It's the top one, close one. A little bit of taunting from that Alumni squad.
Hoping they can steal a win here.
They turned Gababy to parts. As they go one more time on the other side. No, this is Patrick. Puts it towards the forward. Gavilan in the net. As it tapped, keeps it in that offensive zone close to the net, but it's going to get put away. Dangerous chance once more as Gavilan puts it top right, but it's taken away by Lesser. Patrick off the wall once more. Lesser trying to put it forward. Tiz in that air, giving it down to star one, and Gavilan as they try and delay for that defensive output and trying to get more boost. Lesser putting it forward, because Gavilan intercepts it. Back to Patrick, off the wall. It's a centering pass, but there's a double commit in front. Somebody could come get it, but nobody does as Tiz opts to back out, thinking another teammate is there, but it's not going to bite them anyway as everybody backed out.
And Gavilan just didn't quite have the boost to get forward to try and finish that thing there. He's got some boost and makes a commit at that one. Patrick carrying it forward now, but he just couldn't quite get on the end of it.
Didn't tap the ball once there, but bumped two players out of the way, so brought it towards the net either way. Back in front, Tiz rocking it over to Lesser, who can't get it, but nobody needs to. Tiz, the long ball. That's a rocket from the outside, 2-1, current squad.
Just, nobody back on rotation. Just Patrick barely missed. Might have been tipped there by Lesser to, get him out of the way of that one, because that was headed straight towards the net.
Good start there, or good finish there from Tiz in the end, as I don't think they intended for it to be a goal, but it ended up being a goal. So, hey, you know what? You take it where you can get it. Back towards that middle side, star one with the save as they go on the offense. Patrick has only one there. It's a double commit, but nobody there to reinforce as one other shot goes wide. Lesser on that right side, pushing it forward in the air, trying to create an offensive opportunity. Gavilan gets demoed. It's a 3-2 odd rush, but the Orange of the current day can do nothing with it. Back in front, off the wall, as Mason star one pushes it wide, expecting a different result from that pinch. Gavilan puts it down. Patrick off that top right corner of the post. Once more, trying to go back into it. Over to Gavilan in the air. They tap it up once more. Can't do anything with that ball. Can't handle it. So they're going to delay with a tap. Back up. Patrick intercepts in the middle. Ball gets pinched into the air once more. Putting it over to that right side as Lesser goes down to the demo from Patrick. They're playing a lot more of a physical, quote-unquote, game. They're not having to expect. The Alumni playing with a lot more demos.
The Alumni are also playing very aggressive. They're getting forward. They're creating chances that they weren't really in those first couple games. And, it's leading to some more current squad chances as well. But they're definitely putting a lot of pressure on that defense.
Yeah, you're just seeing it. You're seeing it here with just how little the current squad has been in the offensive zone. Their 1-2 goals came from one kind of close opportunity in the first 30 seconds. And apart from that, their goal came from literally the other side of the field. Once more, Star putting it forward towards the net, off the wall. Tiz misses that rebound. Gavilan puts it forward, but nobody can punch it in. 30 seconds remain for this squad. Down 2-0. The Alumni still looking for another goal to tie it. Any goal here in the last 20 seconds will send this thing to overtime, but Lesser, the Maverick in the air, sneaks one in the top corner. Just a couple really good aerials, gets a couple flip resets, and just manages to finish over the head of Mason Star. Lesser has quite the ability to finish in that other end in the air. Talking about that aerial skill, that is just one of those things that Lesser really has a lot of. It's one of those things you're not going to see them beat too much on, is in the air. But unfortunately, a lot of this game is played in that weird middle ground where you technically are on the ground. 10 seconds remain in the front. Patrick looking for a goal to try and find a miracle. In front, they push it wide, and it'll be 3-0 on that Orange side of the current day as Syracuse wins.
Syracuse wins. What a day!
Yeah, you like to see that as the Alumni fall down 3-0 here in that game score. Hoping for just maybe one game. I haven't thrown my prediction in there, but it'll probably been the same as you. But still close games
you
all the way around.
You said 4-2.
Did I say 4-2?
You did say 4-2.
Guess who forgot?
You. I remember. An elephant never forgets. I'm the elephant in this scenario.
Address me. Jumping into those replays, some good shots on that and good pressure early from that squad of the Alumni led to a 1-1 score with 3 minutes remaining, but with 2 minutes to go, things kind of went south. Tiz with a long shot goal from the other way around and tapped it in as a good No, nobody even hit that. Everybody missed, and it just went for a long shot goal. Nobody able to do much of anything there, but Lesser, in that final 30 seconds, was able to pick that ball up and throw it to the other side, despite pressure from the Alumni squad.
Yeah, that last goal right here from Lesser, really impressive stuff. Gets the flip reset there, just taps it right over the head of Mason. Just, that's the ability that he has. He's such a good player. Fundamental, flashy a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you can see how much they practice. It's a team that works together really well and plays the game really well. They have a lot of assists. Almost all of their goals are assisted and kind of teamwork goals, where it's a shot, a rebound, and somebody comes and collects it together. It's all about kind of that system. It's all about Rocket League is a system. It's a three-person, competitively, a three-person system that goes in one big circle, and you're playing rotations, and it's always up to the next person. It's the constant next man up opportunity. You're all playing the same position, essentially, in that offensive end, and it comes down to whoever is ready at the time, whoever's in the right spot, because of how you rotate. If your rotates are good, you're going to get more opportunities, and if you can score, if you can finish well, then you're a good team.
And that's both true on offense and defense. You have to rotate both ways. The more you can rotate on offense, keep constant pressure on the defense, the more their boost strains, the less they'll have to defend with. And boost is so important if you want to stay in a game.
Yeah, this current squad started the year off 0-2 after a loss in the kickoff match, as well as the loss in the other side. In the Week 2 match against Boise State, but has since really collected themselves and shown that they can keep that pressure on offensively. And they've struggled a little bit with it here, but you're seeing that this team just kind of works together better than they have so far. They're now 2-2 in the PEC and 4th overall in the standings.
And they're just going to keep getting more used to each other, more comfortable, develop more chemistry. We're going to get into this now, though. A lot of established chemistry with this alumni squad. They played together for many years. They went to a bunch of tournaments together. They won an ACEC championship. It's really impressive. They have experience together. Gavilan taking it off the back wall. Keeps it himself. Regains all of his boost, but immediately dismantled by Gababy. Patrick kicks it into the center. There's nobody there, though, and Tiz is going to go try and find us clearance. Won't find it, and Patrick is just able to back it into the net. Hits him with a couple what a saves on the back end, too.
What a goal. It's just Patrick in that other end. They're chasing after that ball. And Patrick turns around and just puts one into the net. Rookie mistake from the rookies.
And a first lead here for the Alumnus, their first lead of the series. Let's see if they can make something of it. Tiz going to take it up. Gavilan is there to defend. A great save off the sidewall. Was at that back post when he needed to be. Lesser tips it the wrong way, and Patrick able to find it. Send it into the center for Mason, and he will finish. A great center, a great goal, and it's 2-0 here early for the Alumnus.
I mean, this is looking stark for a blowout. You're talking about it early. That's a really good collection, and nobody there in the middle. It's a poor rotation from that current squad who are just not able to put up with it. And at the end, there's 2 in the middle, and they're finishing together with a good rebound score.
Just dropped the metaphorical and literal ball a little bit. Patrick looking for something aerial, but triple commit from the current squad. All get themselves in there. Oof. Lesser tries to clear, but it's right to Mason. Gavilan can't find the finish. It's Lesser who will try and get the ball out. They are still triple committed. Have just kind of lost their rotations a little bit. Gavilan going to carry it up. Got Patrick with him. Tries to flick it into the middle. Gets the flip reset, but can't make anything with it. Lesser goes for a shot, but a great save from Mason with no boost left. Gababy collects, sends it back into that offensive territory, gets the flip reset, tries to flick it forward. Lesser double commits, and Patrick is the one who eventually clears. So another costly double commit there for Syracuse. Flicked into the middle for Gavilan, and Gavilan finishes at the back post.
Yeah, the Alumni have any years of eligibility left? Because it looks like current squad is not putting up much of a fight right now.
Did they redshirt by any chance their freshman year? Did they have an injury year? Maybe they could come back and play maybe against Boise State next semester. That would be great.
Any broken fingers that we can put on the record there? Lesser back in front, trying to get there, gets turned to parts by that Alumni squad.
Gavilan now gets an opportunity to clear. Tiz bumps him, and Lesser finds it here, has an opportunity to do something crazy, but Gababy just tips it over. Looked like it could have been heading for that top corner, but Gababy could not find it.
Gababy finding some amusement in that, not so much his teammates. He puts it wide by mistake.
He's got a smirk on his face. It's tipped forward now for Tiz, but Patrick is able to clear. It's back to Gababy. Gababy trying to create some offense, just misses it off the ceiling. Gavilan gets out of the way of it. And it's Patrick who's going to flick it forward again. Tiz has an opportunity to collect, but it's Lesser who comes in from the other side. Lesser and Tiz kind of double commit again. Tiz has a full tank of boost. Gets hit out of the sky, though, by Gavilan off that back post. Just missed by Tiz. Mason able to clear, but only as far as Lesser in the corner. Lesser doesn't have the boost, decides to get back. Tiz makes a good stop. Would have been a surefire goal if Tiz had not been there on the ground. Tiz takes a shot, but Mason is there, and Gavilan comes out of the sky to try and hit it away. Gavilan and Mason is the one who's eventually able to find a little bit of boost and flick it forward.
Oh.
Tiz is just absolutely walloped by Patrick. Flicked into the middle, but Gavilan is able to clear. Only as far as Gababy at the back post. It's now Tiz and Gababy. Another shot, and Lesser with a great save right where he needed to be, covering that back post. Read the shot very well. Has a full tank of boost, but opts to let Tiz take it up to Gababy. Gababy tips it down, but Patrick is there to save. But Tiz on the follow-up gets a goal for the current squad.
Good rotations, but not good enough. Just not in time. Watch it here. Gababy off the wall. It's Patrick who's able to save it. Tiz has that. There's another one there. It's Gavilan who is just a millimeter too late.
And Gavilan just behind it, didn't get off the back post quick enough. Gonna restart here in minute 20 seconds now to find a couple of goals. Opts to let it wait, tries to force it back past Tiz, but can't do it. Gavilan, that'll be cleared, but only as far as Mason Star. Patrick tries to find it, but it's Lesser who flicks it forward yet again. Gavilan sends it forward to Patrick off the ceiling, and it's Tiz who will try and clear. Opts to let it bounce instead. It's just a little bit of disarray here. Gavilan flicks it into the corner, and Patrick sends it forward. Gababy hits it into the corner, looking for a centering pass. Flicks it by Patrick. And now it's Gavilan getting to take things forward. Tries to get a flip reset. Flicks it forward to Mason Star. Mason Star! Nobody comes out to contest him, and it's an easy goal. It's 4-1 Alumni with just 36 seconds left to play.
What a stuff, and it's a brace for Star 1 there as things getting bad to ugly right now for this other squad in the modern day. Boy, it's not what you want to see from your guys that you recruited.
Well, they say when the going gets tough, the tough get going, and it's certainly tough right now.
But can the tough get going in 30 seconds, Jack?
I don't think so. I think this one's about wrapped up. Lesser trying something off the ceiling, but Patrick is going to flick it now forward to that back post. Gavilan gets another shot, and Lesser with a great save. Mason flicks it into the middle, and nobody touches it. Goes all the way, just teasing across that whole goal, across the face of it. Gavilan trying to get in the way of it, but it's Lesser who's just kind of aimlessly flicking it across the net. Patrick going to send it forward to Gavilan, an opportunity to up that goal differential, but no, it's going to hit the ground, but it's a win for the Alumnus, and it's 3-1. The reverse sweep is way back on, Carson.
Well, to start a reverse sweep, you must win one down 3-0, and there it is. 4-1 win for the Alumnus. As you mentioned, Patrick had 2 assists, 1 goal for Patrick as well. Gavilan had a goal themselves and an assist, but a brace for Mason Star, as Tiz the only one to collect a goal for this Rocket League squad of the modern era. Gababy, very good in the demos, including their own teammates so far in that game.
Just everybody. That was a real physical match. There was people being turned to ash all over the place.
I don't know what the general. I understand how demos work in Rocket League in terms of like why you should do them, but functionally I don't understand why they made them so loud. Because relatively for the game, it's interesting because you hear it so much louder than any other setting. It's a setting that is, I don't remember what it's tied to, but it's tied to sound effects, but it's just so much louder than everything else. So like I have the game down at 10, I can hear nothing. But when a demo happens, I can hear like a slight like rupture noise in my headset. And I always wonder why the game is so loud about it, but it makes it quite entertaining.
Do you think they're louder or softer depending on how much boost is in a car when it explodes?
That would be interesting to see. I
think they should add that.
I don't. They may have added that.
It's just based on the amount of
anybody's really thought about it.
Right, of course not. But based on the amount of gasoline in there.
Gasoline. There's no gasoline.
Is it gasoline? Is it boost? What is boost?
I don't think there's enough developed Rocket League lore, my friend.
I think they need it. I want to know more about the eggs too while we're at it.
Patrick out again on the offensive side. Gababy there to collect. It nearly goes, but it's going to be off the post. One more. And rather off the ground than the crossbar. Weird rebound shot there. Patrick has an opportunity, but Gababy up there on the wall like a spider to put it away. Back one more forward. Gavilan dancing in the end. And the Battle Bus scores.
Fortnite Battle Bus. Where are we dropping? Into the goal. That's where we're dropping.
Oh my gosh, into 1-0. As it's things are getting tilted for a modern squad. I can't even contain myself. Things getting tilted for this modern squad immediately. 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining as I try not to laugh. Lesser on that kickoff. They've been struggling on the kickoffs in regular games, and they almost got one there on their kickoff.
Yeah, just a good kickoff win. Patrick going to take another shot there. Just, lots of pressure being applied from the Alumnus. Realize that if they play aggressive, they will get more chances, and they are managing to convert them well here.
I'm going to be honest. They have done so well against the defensive end. You got to park the bus if you're the Alumni.
Yeah, now that you're up 1-0, you can sit back and, you've got 4 minutes, so maybe not. It's like sitting back for like 80 minutes of a soccer game, but
it works. It works. Park that bus. Park that battle bus.
Park that battle bus. There it is. It all ties together, Carson, doesn't it?
It does. Gavilan pushing it into the offensive end once again, not parking that battle bus in any way, pushing it forward. They take out their teammate in front, and Patrick scores. Gavilan gets the assist, but I have to say, watch it here. It looks a little bit more like Gababy got it.
Oh my goodness, Gababy just absolutely shellacked Lesser across the face of the goal. Yeah, they're talking to each other out there right now. Some words being exchanged.
Serving as a Hauser, a double agent for the Alumni right now.
Just, Gababy is a year older than the rest of them. Maybe he feels more tied to that Unk squad, as it were.
Putting it forward, Lesser puts it wide. Gababy got to watch this squad play as they were recruited. I saw someone fly by. One more as, oh my gosh, Mason Star turned to dust in front of the net. Tiz has an offensive opportunity. 3 minutes, 20 seconds remain. Mason Star putting it forward, trying to get something going off the wall. Here comes another shot as Patrick, with the help of Gababy again, puts it in 3-0.
Gababy has decided that year age difference is enough for him, apparently. Although, no, that was Mason Star.
Oh, no,
that was Mason Star with a great offensive play. Gababy not playing double agent anymore. It was Mason with a great play there to kind of open up the goal.
They'll see if they can make the comeback here. Tiz putting it forward off the wall as Gavilan moving it over to that right side. Back to Patrick, but Tiz and Gababy double committing off that one. Gababy goes down and the offensive end gets demoed, pushing it forward, trying to find more goals as Gavilan pushes it forward, trying to increase that lead. I'd park the bus if I were them because I want to win, but hey, you know what? Give the fans a show in this show match, eh?
Yeah, let them have some fun. I'm certainly having a great time with you here in the booth, Carson. This has been a ton of fun.
It's a lovely game that we play. Lesser over to that right side. Somebody misses. Back on that right, pushing it forward. It's going to be Lesser who has to back up as well. Putting it forward, Patrick gets stuffed by Gababy in front of the net, who goes for the aerial, but Mason is there once again to push it away. Gavilan in front, rebound, Patrick, he's there! 4-0 Alumni!
Just the rotations kind of falling apart for the current squad, and the Alumni taking full advantage of it. It's a nice little pass across the front from Gavilan and finished at the back post.
Unk still got it.
Unk still got it.
2 minutes, 30 seconds remain as we kick off here. Current squad down 4-0. Gonna have to find a way to lock in soon, put it in gear, if you will, if this engine wants to find a way to win. Off that wall, Gavilan going for another aerial shot. Pushing it forward down to Mason Star. Don't see that too often as the beacon shot goes away. Right side, Gavilan pushes it towards that middle side. Tiz kind of just left chasing without any boost. Now stuck in the offensive zone. Lesser misses in front, 5-0, and they are getting walloped as goodness me.
This is demolition. It's pretty incredible what we're witnessing here. The comeback could be all the way on.
Seeing the disbelief from the current squad here as they just can't believe Mason Star 1, who you're watching on the screen, is currently beating them with a whoa! That I see now. I see where the camera's on. There is a Gababy on PC, or no, Lesser.
It's
Russell.
Lesser.
That's very confusing. His arms look like he's Gababy. Do you see that?
Yeah, I do see that. They're
Awesome.
a little push together there, but Lesser is now playing with keyboard, trying to claim his top spot as the best keyboard player ever at Syracuse. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think Mason Star's taking that title for now.
Yeah, I mean that's certainly trying because they're down 5-0. But putting it back in front, Gavilan pushing it forward on that middle sector as Gababy just leaves it there, waiting for the team to do something, but can't find anything as they wait in the offensive zone. Gavilan pushes it once more with a minute remaining, trying to find more goals, up 5-0. Tiz puts it forward as misses it in that middle sector. Back to inside, Patrick in front, pushes it wide to that right side.
Gababy gonna try and carry it forward here. I mean, one of his teammates is effectively, he's not playing as well as he usually would be.
Oh, there's I don't even see him that often, to be honest. Lesser is just really struggling with finding the foundations of the newly acquired keyboard they are on.
Now, something I have noticed is that the alumni squad, as Tiz drops an OK in the chat before another goal for Gavilan, something I've noticed is that the alumni squad, their aerials have improved the more that this game has gone on. They are finding more passes in the air, and they're getting the game back into their systems. And I think that they've really managed to brush some of the dust off here.
It certainly helped as if they have themselves 2 controller players and a real keyboard player. As they're up 6-0, it's a touchdown right now for the alumni squad.
Yeah, let's see if they can get the extra point here in the last 30 seconds, huh?
Gababy puts it wide, barely away from that. As 20 seconds remain in their offensive end, Monstar pushes it, tries to push it, but is made wide as Patrick and Tiz fight for the ball in the middle end. One more time as Gavilan watches, getting in that offensive end. They're parking the bus a little bit, just trying to be conservative. Up 6-0, but I wouldn't do that. Lesser puts it wide. No, he can't. 7-0. The extra point is good, and the alumni are up 7-0.
I mean, there it is. That's this has been, I think this pretty much evens up their goal differential across the series, Carson. They've scored and with ease in these last couple matchups.
Yeah, 4 seconds remain. Not much is going to happen here. Series will be closer to even, back at 3-2 as Lesser gets a goal there on keyboard. That's an achievement right there.
Yeah, let him have that one. That one's got to feel good if you're Lesser.
Up 7-0. I don't know if Gavilan was touching the keyboard there.
I'm not sure he was.
Touching the controller, excuse me. As that's a rough loss right now for the modern day squad, who in this show match have not shown too much in this round.
No, and I think having one of your players, playing down a level, that's going to make it more difficult. But it's good playing from the alumni squad. They are. They're holding their own, and they're more than holding their own. They've held their own for the first couple matches and are now really turning it on.
Yeah, the double brace for Patrick here got started for that first goal, nearly, but pushed it wide as Gavilan was the one to get the scoring started. One of their 2 goals and 3 assists, 5 points total if you're talking typical hockey standings. But that's always what I follow for Rocket League. It's always the point standings for hockey.
I like that. Assists are so important in this game. They also had a couple saves, so he was really everywhere.
When does the PEC adapt the point system and overtime loss system point?
I feel like if we
never?
Probably never.
Yeah, probably.
But I feel like we could get it started. We could start a petition.
There's a reason I'm not on the board. Anyway, it's just a domination from that alumnus squad, who were very, very good, found their way together very, very well. Just played together, aerialed well, and was able to set up in the offensive end because the modern day squad never really found themselves in need of offensive end.
Yeah, I mean, they had that one goal at the end off kickoff, but that was just about it. We'll see if Lesser decides to go back to the controller here or if he'll stick on keyboard. Could have a big effect on how this match goes.
Yeah, I would hope they would go controller as we jump right into the kickoff here immediately. Orange, up 3-2 on the Orange. The modern day one's up 3-2.
And it looks like he has switched back here, Carson, so playing back at full strength. We'll see how this match ends up, but your prediction could be right. But it's Gavilan early here off that crossbar, getting a goal, and it's 1-0 Alumni. They've now scored first in the last 3 matches.
Looking a little worried as first blood is drawn for that alumnus squad, as that's not a good start.
Kicking off here again, Syracuse current squad going to have to respond quickly, but it's Gavilan who starts things off effectively. Tiz hits it forward, but only as far as Mason Starkababy collects off of that. Tries to get the flip reset, doesn't manage to land it. Lesser knocks it forward. Gavilan off that back wall to Mason Star up top. Tiz racing across the goal to get it out. Good shot from Patrick, but Skababy who hits it forward, pinch off the wall. Tiz gets a shot on net and just can't get there. Mason can't quite get over to it. It's behind him. And Tiz with a nice shot off that back wall. Just manages to finish. Good pass from Gababy too.
Yeah, it's a great assist. You love to see this newer squad find their way together and find their way scoring together. One of the problems that they had faced last year was just the inability to kind of score as a team and just forced to really be opportunists, which is not the way you want to be. You want to make your own opportunities.
And they certainly do a lot of that. Lots of offensive pressure leads to a lot of scoring chances. It's Tiz trying to find a centering ball to Lesser, and he does, but a great save from Patrick off the sidewall. Tiz trying to get back, defend from Patrick, but it's Gababy who is there in the end. It's hit into the center, but Tiz able to hit it beyond Mason Star, up off that back wall, but Patrick is there to collect. Gababy tries to go in for that 50. Lesser comes flying in, but it's picked up by Gavilan, who hits it into the offensive zone. Gababy defends it in the corner. Mason Star can't quite figure out how to get back to it. Tiz into the corner, finding a centering ball. Tries to hit it off the side, and it's Lesser with an opportunity here, but it's Patrick who ends up getting to it. Gababy off that back wall with a bit of boost. Gababy and Lesser double commit to it. Lesser's right where he needs to be after Tiz goes for the 50, but it's Gavilan in the offensive zone. Gababy able to defend in the corner. Patrick trying to find a shot. Lesser flicks it over Mason. Tiz collects. There's nobody really back, so Tiz should have an easy opportunity. Ground pinch in Syracuse current squad lead.
A beautiful squeeze from Tiz here. Taps it off the top of the air. Goes down once again. Gets that very big. I guess it technically wasn't a pinch because it didn't touch the ground with the car, but whatever. Who cares?
It's
a ground
close
pinch in heart.
In my heart, it's a ground pinch, so that I didn't mess up the call.
The elephant does always remember.
The elephant. I think it's the elephant never forgets, Carson, but that's okay.
Whatever. It's the same meaning.
Yeah, you're right. No, but for the ease of rolling off the tongue, Gababy off that back post. Tiz going to try and pass it across, but it's Mason Star there to send it up forward to Gavilan, who leaves it for him. A shot on net, and Mason Star scores. We're back even.
They're not anywhere as okay from Tiz. As, they tie that game up there. Mason Star goes off the wall once again, and nobody there to collect as Gababy just forced to watch as the ice encapsulates the goal there.
I like the repeated okay. I think that's pretty funny.
I do like that. There's some good comedy going on here.
Oh,
and,
Gababy right off kickoff. Nobody back for the alumnus. Lesser immediately spamming the what a saves in chat, and Gababy just tipped it right by Patrick. Enough speed on that thing to get by the alumni defender.
A good kickoff goal from Gababy.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
Thanks for that one. We're about halfway through this match here. A couple of yeses as opposed to okays from Tiz in the chat. That's yaps for that to be the more positive response. Patrick gets a shot on goal, trying to pinch it off the wall. Lesser just manages to clear as it goes across the face of that net. Lesser going for that flip reset, doesn't quite get it. It's left in the middle. Gavilan's going to recover and hit it off towards that sidewall where he's able to pinch it forward. Gababy has a tank full of boost there in the corner. Now it's Mason Star who collects. Chips it forward, but Lesser's on the top, and Tiz can send it out.
Ball in front is put away, and you're seeing just how good the defense both squads are. It's a 3-2 game, but it could have been way higher with some great saves in the end.
Tiz tries to create a little something, but Gavilan is there to match him. Now it's Mason Star getting up for it. Mason Star and Tiz both miss, and it's Patrick who's able to find it instead. Shot on net, but Lesser is there to stuff it. Now it's Lesser again who's going to have to take it out. He's got a tank full of boost yet again. That's one of the scariest sights you'll see. Lesser with the tank full of boost in the air. Now it's Gababy though, flicking it forward to Tiz, can't find it. Lesser, another tank full of boost, flicks it up into the ceiling. And Patrick gets some good positioning and gets in front of it.
Yeah, Lesser's just been a maestro generally on that offensive end when they can. Tiz in the front trying to find a way as that striker position. Lesser trying to push it forward. And what you're seeing there is just generally such good team play from those two.
Minute left for a goal now. Gababy's trying for something pretty. Won't find it. And Mason Star is a wide open net. Nobody's going to get there. Nobody back on defense, and the game is tied.
I don't believe what I just saw. What a mistake. And one of those situations where it's just, oh, the ball went over there for some reason, and Gababy can't believe that one.
He's all smiles, but it might not be a happy smile. It might be a what am I witnessing smile.
They don't want to lose. They're a competitive bunch. Tied at 3, overtime if this clock hits 0.
And overtime would be incredibly exciting here, Carson. But Syracuse with some offensive opportunity now with 40 seconds left in this one. Patrick's got a tank full of boost, looking to create a little something with it. Flicking it through the air, but a great stuff in front of the net. Mason flicks it back forward to Gavilan, but just misses it. It's now Lesser coming forward, but Mason Star is able to clear it to the corner. Mason Star taking it forward with just about a half tank of boost left. Tiz manages to flick it across the way. No threatening alumnus there except Patrick, who has 20 boost and now no boost left. Gababy flicking it forward, but only as far as Gavilan. Gavilan flicks it back down into the ground. Patrick tries to center, won't get it. Mason Star the same. 5 seconds left. If the clock hits 0 and the ball hits the ground, we will head to overtime. It's now do or die. Flicked up. Flicked up again, still alive, but it's going to hit the ground in the back end, and we're going to overtime where, Carson, anything can happen.
Yeah, overtime rules, first goal wins it, first goal ends the game. If the alumnus win, they can extend this to game 7. If they don't, it's going to be a game win for the Modern squad.
That would make your prediction come true. It's Tiz who's hitting it forward to Lesser. Lesser trying to create a little something, but not enough boost to do anything with. Gavilan hitting it into the corner, looking for a centering pass. A good center. Patrick off the back wall, but Gababy is there to recover. Gababy now going to try and take it forward. Not a ton of boost, but Lesser has a full tank, as does Tiz. Tiz trying to find himself on the end of a ball. Patrick flicking it out of the offensive area, off the post for Gababy. That would have ended the series right then and there. Gavilan flicking it forward to Patrick. He takes the shot. It's flicking around, and Patrick scores!
Stuffed in the net. Game 7, force from the Alumni. My prediction might have been 4-2 Modern squad, but I much prefer a 4-3 Alumni win.
And Lesser is shaking his head, wringing his hands out. And wow, this is a very exciting series here, more exciting than either of us thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that's as Lester's on the floor.
We will see you tomorrow night.
Such a good squad there from both sides, and you're seeing just how they place top 12 in the CECC. They have played so well defensively, rotationally. Defensive identity was their kind of idea, and you're seeing it there. 4-3 win in overtime. It's exactly what a good squad, a veteran squad, does.
And Gababy exchanging some words with the Alumni squad, having a quick little chat. They're going to don the headsets yet again after that really incredible finish to that last match right there. Just able to find that clinching goal in overtime. That was an exciting goal.
Yeah, it's going to be a potential reverse sweep here as we enter Game 7. The alumnus have forced it after 3-0 from that other squad. Things are getting competitive here. It's been close games every single time, but this time the Alumni, for the last 3 what seems to be coin flips, have found their way and won that coin flip, called heads or tails correctly each time.
Exactly. I like that. I like that metaphor there, Carson. The metaphorical coin flip of Rocket League.
Yeah, the 50-50 ball of games, and that's what it feels like whenever you go to overtime. Is it's just how the situations go. The Syracuse squad lost in Game 5 overtime to Boise State in. Not to bring up old scars and memories, but what you're seeing is a team that's developing and a squad that's very, very young, learning how to play in those situations. And you like to see how hard they do play and how competitive they've been. As they found their way more in overtime as of late, they're developing as a squad, and they are making their presence known.
That game against Boise was simply incredible, Carson, and it gave me a lot of confidence in this current Syracuse squad to make some waves in the PEC this year, which I think they will do. But first, they've got to get through the ghosts of Christmas past, as it were. The ghost of Rocket League past.
Ghost of Halloween past, at least. It's not
Yeah,
even the
right. You're
season.
right. You're right. Well, that's a spooky story. They're ghosts. That's Halloween related.
No. You can have
All right.
a ghost and not be Halloween related. Do you turn on Ghostbusters and go, what a great, actually, that was a really
I do
terrible
turn
example.
on Ghostbusters
I was
and
not,
think,
I was
what a
thinking,
great Halloween movie.
I was thinking, don't say Ghostbusters, then immediately just said Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that is a classic Halloween movie. We're getting things started here, though.
As Tiz takes it in the middle, it's going to be Lesser who follows as Tiz decides to go wide. In front, good save by the keyboard player, Mason. As Lesser tried to fake that earlier, but Mason always has been making it on that keyboard and mouse. Back in front, Lesser pushing it forward in front. Tiz off the side as the post is the only one in the way, saving that goal, the MVP right now. Moving it back forward, Tiz off the wall, taps it back, a little rebound chance as a flying Lesser tries to go for it, but can't get it done. Maybe make sure it doesn't go back in the defensive end for the Modern squad twice in a row. As they go back into the air, miss it fully, get a bump in the front. What a play! Lesser, as Gababy intentionally misses, taps one away, kind of serves as a battering ram for that goal.
Yeah, I love when teams operate in that manner. You know, send someone forward just to put the defense in chaos. And that's what Gababy did right there.
Yeah, it's a bit of murky water here right now as they can't really find their way through it. As the Alumni squad has seemingly not found their way back into the offensive end. Real good pressure here from that modern-day squad in Game 7. Lesser tapping it in front, kind of like Plinko, the ball falls down. Back in front, Gababy pushes it to that right side. Moving forward as Patrick taps over one, beats another. Gavilon scores! Tied at 1, all knotted in Game 7.
And immediately some talking back and forth from the two squads. Some really nice passing there from the Alumni squad. That's something that our current squad does so well and is such a hallmark of being a great team, especially in the PEC. But that was great passing there from the Alumnus.
Yeah, what you'd like to see. But what can either of these teams do in the face of pressure? Tiz puts it wide. It's going to be a non-traditional kickoff as they put it towards that right side. It's going to be Mason who has an opportunity to kick that offense going. Gababy pushes it, gets pinched though, as Patrick kind of gets that 50-50 back in their end, but a demo on Gavilon gives Tiz an opportunity. Pushes it towards the wall, but it's knocked into the other side. The long ball going to go right off the post. Lesser forced to move it out of the way and not collect boost, which will go the advantage of that Alumni squad, but two misses there, leaves it back in the hands of the Modern squad. Back towards wing, Gababy, current day team on the wall, but they can't get him on the ropes just yet.
And there's some good defensive rotations here from the Alumni squad. They are doing everything that they need to do in the defensive end, despite the goal that they've given up.
Tiz off that right corner, pushing it back. It's a centering pass, but Gavilon's there to make sure nobody can collect and get that opportunity. Gavilon looking to make more dangerous opportunities for them in front. Here's another chance with Lesser in front. Nobody there as they push it back to that other side. Defensive end now for the Alumnus. Left side once more. Mason Starr pushing it in as that's a far back tap. Lesser in the air, trying to do anything with it. Gavilon going to be able to touch it first. Gababy pushes it forward towards the net, but once again goes wide. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remain. Pushing it forward. Lesser taps in the air. Has an opportunity here, but Gavilon punches it away. Gababy back in that other end, going for a similar shot in the air. Taps it above once again, but just a little bit too high. Goes right above the crossbar and is knocked away by this Alumni squad. The old guard here playing some really solid defense. They finally find it out of their own zone, but Tiz knocks it right back in.
It just gave them a second, though, to regain their boost, get some boost management going. Have an opportunity here, but nothing doing off the ceiling. But it just gave them an opportunity to reset, take a deep breath.
Gavilon rebound. Off the post crossbar is Starr. Unable to get the first, but Patrick there to collect. What do you know? 2 rebounds and a goal. The Alumni up 2-1.
Having Mason Starr, unrelated to the goal, which was a fantastic goal, but having Mason Starr and Patrick is a little bit confusing because you think of Patrick Starr, especially with the name being a direct SpongeBob reference.
Yeah, it's a good call to the Krusty Krab there as they get that final goal. Form good Krabby Patty right in front of the net for them. On that good rebound, open opportunity, Patrick pushes it wide once again. Gavilon once in front. Over to Tiz and Lesser, who neither of them have the boost to collect or fight that one back off. Lesser in that back left corner. They're playing very solo right now. This Modern squad needs to find a way to play as a team. Leaves it in front. It's a lofty. Gababy, he can't put it in front as Mason pushes it away wide with such a good opportunity. Gababy once more, stuffed again at the line. It's still 2-1 Alumni. Clock going down as they play in the back end, parking the bus.
That was some scary stuff. They've got 2 committed forward here, though, Carson. Now 3. That was, I mean, end-to-end defense just by the skins of their teeth.
Yeah, I have to imagine this Modern squad's getting a little bit worried. They're obviously playing a bit lofty, kind of feeling that they could win anything. But right now, down 2-1 with a minute remaining, how much do you have? Gababy taps it in front. Gavilan pushes it wide. Talk about such defensive presence. Once more, 40 seconds remain. Tiz off the wall, back in front, trying for Gababy, who misses it wide with a weak shot away.
This has been incredible stuff. And, I thought that they would have some fight in them that, we maybe didn't expect, especially against a squad that's so confident. Oh, great save there from Gavilan again. And they are showing that tenacity here.
Patrick in the offensive end. Gavilan tries to kind of put this game away with another goal. Game 7, trying to find once more. Keeping in the offensive end. Anything they can do to keep this away. Great demo on Lesser, but it won't matter for now as Tiz goes top down from the roof. Blows the roof off in the process, and it's going to be overtime.
Unless they can score in 13 seconds.
Unless they can score in 13 seconds. That might have just been the worst jinx of my life, as I don't imagine either of these teams are going to score in 13 seconds, as both of them have been playing such good defense, though anything could happen here. Kickoff once more, left side. Just puts it in. Patrick has basically one more opportunity for this team, but Gababy going to stop him at the middle. Maybe a second chance here. Rocket League's a fast game, but 4 seconds remain. Once it touches the ground, it'll be overtime. Can someone do something? Gavilan forward, Lesser, but Patrick on the bottom there, still in the air, going off once more. They're now on the offensive attack. Tiz in the air, stuffed once again in the air, but still time remaining. As long as this ball stays up, no it won't. Overtime is nearly a terrible jinx for me when I read 1 instead of 13.
Yeah, I mean, what a end-to-end game.
Tiz off the wall, going for the same goal. They get it! The Modern squad wins in overtime. They can't put it together in Game 6, but Game 7, they find it in the clutch. A very good job from this orange squad on both sides. The Alumni lose 3-4, but still a good effort from the old guard. I'd say Unk still got it. 4-3 win for this Modern squad, and you got to be proud of that younger team.
Yeah, I mean, the younger team showed their class, showed why why they're favored in so many of these PEC matchups that they have coming up. But the old squad, they blew our expectations out of the water. We both you predicted 4-2, I predicted 4-1.
I had more faith.
They took them to 7. They took them to overtime in 7, which is really impressive, especially against a squad that we know has this quality.
Yeah, not like the Brewers, but 0-1 now, and you're just seeing a young squad do very, very well and come up in the clutch, not getting down too early. And once they get down, back after 3-3, it's 3 straight losses in games, one of them an overtime loss. They found their way just at the end. 3-2, absolute, just, I'd say barn burner overall. A lot of goals for both sides, but a lot of defense for both sides. A lot of pressure, and I think a little bit uncomfortable for that current day squad, who I don't think thought they were going to find a goal towards the end there.
No, but Tiz came in clutch, spotted the open net, and just took it off the ceiling and was able to convert there.
Absolutely. It's just quite a game. 4-3, I think that blew the expectations out of the water in terms of how entertaining I was hoping that was going to be, as I was a little worried this Alumni squad was just going to dust the current day guys. But yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be all here from upstate New York. I've been Carson Cass. This has been quite the fun Alumni match, but stay tuned. We've got 7 p.m. today, RIT coming in for Counter-Strike 2. The RIT Tigers will play the Syracuse Orange Counter-Strike 2 team here on land. So make sure you stay around for that. Get some popcorn, collect yourself, because plenty of good game to go on, as it's the 8 and 9 team in the country based on the College Counter, a Syracuse product of Hayden Kimmer and Anthony Senchi. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll be back at 7.